A lot of you ask me, how are you so relaxed on calls? How do you stay so chill when a deal is on the line? So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm able to stay calm as a tack on all my calls and not sound needy. While everybody wants to know the tactics and the scripts and the frameworks, while that's partially important, the real magic is not what happens on the calls, everything that happens off. You see, I used to wake up and just get straight to work, just slam some caffeine and get pushing till I realized how much I was destroying my nervous system and how that was affecting my performance on calls and how I showed up, and also how I showed up off of calls and out of sales and in my personal life. So what you're about to see in here isn't just the typical morning routine bullshit. This is what I share with my advanced one-on-one clients on how they can be able to regulate their nervous system, stay calm and relaxed, even in high, intense, stressful situations. These are specific behaviors that compound over time to create elite performance and allow people to feel your energy. And if you implement even half of what I talk about here today, without even getting better on the skill side, you'll see a dramatic shift in your close rate within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So without further ado, let's dive in. Welcome back, my friends. In this one, we are going to talk about the inner game, right? So everything after this is going to be a lot of tactical shit about beliefs, about energy management to stay ahead of burnout. We're going to talk about overcoming ruts and like what to look for, how to know if you're even in a rut or if you're just in your head. But in this one specifically, we're going to talk about your nervous system, because nothing else matters if your nervous system is cooked, right? And obviously, I'm like the world's chillest closer, right? That's what the people say. And a big reason is because of my ability to control my emotions and my ability to protect my nervous system. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about. And so it all starts when I first open my eyes. So I'm going to show you exactly what to do, and exactly how to incorporate this into your day to day. This isn't a hype session. This isn't fucking Tony Robbins. This isn't a 3-hour morning routine. This is calm, neutral authority. This is how I stay chill as fuck all day with deals on the line. So a couple things to understand. We're going to talk about the why first, right? Why it's important. You're emotionally vulnerable in the morning. Like, this is why bad news hits super hard when you first wake up. If you've ever gone through a death, a breakup, or really any kind of adversity, typically slaps you in the face as soon as you fucking wake up in the morning. And so this is why the first 1 to 2 hours of the day are crucial and determine how you're going to handle cortisol as the day progresses and how reactive you are with prospects. And this isn't just shit that I'm making up, right? I know I'm just a dude with dreads and tattoos and fucking yelling at the camera here, but this is evidence-based, right? So this is an article right here that I'm gonna link that you can feel free to go through by PubMed Central, talking about how the circadian system modulates cortisol when we wake up, right? And it very clearly says here that cortisol peaks 30 to 60 minutes after waking up from your sleep. That's why the beginning of the day is so fucking important. And I used to be super against morning routines, and I used to just wake up and attack, right? That was my strategy, is wake up and just get to it. But I've grown, I've learned, and this has made a hell of a difference in how I show up and how calm I am. So in other words, take your morning serious. Don't skip this shit. Sales is already stressful as fuck. We don't need to add to it with shit that we can control. Pour into your own cup first. I cannot stress this enough. Do not skip this. And so we're going to cover 3 things. The first thing is not having your phone in bed. Now, I wrestled with this concept for a long time. Long time. I used to sleep with my phone and I would be an avid doom scroller. Last thing before bed and first thing in the morning is I'm fucking doom scrolling. This is terrible for your brain, guys. This is terrible for your nervous system. In addition to the doom scrolling, our minds naturally gravitate towards finding problems to solve. And remember what I said above, you're already emotionally vulnerable in the morning. So think of it this way, right? Let's say you're like behind on the leaderboards and you wake up and you open up your phone, and let's say you go to Slack and someone already has a deal in, right? Maybe 2 people already have deals in, 3 people already have deals in. You see the fucking cash coming in channel blowing up and you're already behind. Your mind is already going to attribute that as a problem. Like, you're already fucking yourself, right? Or maybe you get some crazy text, or maybe you get some kind of bad news. Give it an hour to 2 hours before you see that type of shit. So get a little $10 alarm from Amazon. This shit was like $8 from Amazon. So you can leave your phone in another room without losing track of time, right? Because it's still important to know what time it is. Again, you can listen to me now, or you can cook yourself and crash out and then be like, okay, I should probably not sleep my phone in the bed, right? This is where it starts, guys. Number two, meditation. Again, a lot of this shit, if you're new to it, it may sound corny. Like, what the fuck, meditate? What am I, a monk? Right? All this. So I also want to preface by saying, like, this isn't some big, long, motivational 5 hour morning routine, right? 5 hours, obviously exaggerating. But everything that I'm about to tell you here takes me like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Like, if the first 30 to 40 minutes of your day are dialed, the rest of your day is going to go so different. Do it for a week and see the difference that it makes in how you show up the rest of the day. So we're going to talk about meditating. I usually do it for 10 minutes. I set my timer to 10 minutes as I'm laying in bed before I even get out. And I used to think and I'm going to get to how to meditate because, if you're newer to it, then you're probably not going to do it in bed with the timer. You're going to use a guided meditation, which obviously you're not going to do in bed because your phone is not in bed with you. We'll get to that in a second. But I used to think this type of shit was corny. And now I do it as soon as I wake up, for 10 minutes, and it helps reset my nervous system, right? And we have a million things going through our minds all day. Prospects, we got personal shit, right? Family, your girl, your fucking everything, friends, everything. You're not shutting off your thoughts when you meditate. You're just letting them do their thing. And so there's a couple ways you could think of this, right? One way is, it's gonna sound crazy, just bear with me. Let's say your mind is a fucking river, okay? And your thoughts are leaves floating around. As those thoughts come, you just put them on a leaf and you just let it float. You don't try to control them, you don't try to judge them, you don't try to make sense of them. You just let them float and just lay there and do their thing. Another way to conceptualize this, I got this from my homie Davi, shout out to Davi, is let's say you have an annoying ass roommate who won't shut the fuck up, but you're trying to watch a show. You're just gonna let him ramble on, and you're just gonna sit there and watch a show and tune him out. You don't try to control him. You don't try to shut him up. You know his ass isn't gonna shut up. Just let him yap and ramble, and you don't pay him any mind. Meditation is the exact same way. You're gonna have all these fucking thoughts. Oh, did you follow up with this person? Did you send this follow up? Wait, why didn't that person buy? You got fucking shit with your family going on. You just put it on a leaf, let it float. So this video right here that I'm gonna link is a really good place to start. It's like this one's only like 5 minutes, right? And she like walks you through. I'm pretty sure it's like, I don't know if it's a real person or AI. I don't know what the fuck it is, but this is great, and this is where I started. Kind of talks you through it, the thoughts to have, and then this is an article, a pretty detailed article on like how to meditate. So remember, 10 to 15 minutes is all your day. We're not turning into monks, and we also don't want to mentally masturbate ourselves with this long ass routine. Okay. Then starting the day, actually attacking. So by now, you've hit a quick meditation, you didn't sleep with your phone. The last thing is to get a quick meal in you. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Sometimes I'll just, most of the times it's just like eggs and a bagel and yogurt, and I'm ready to go. Now, I know I talk about, I love stimulants as much as the next guy. Guys, I be stimmed all the way up, and I'm over here talking about nervous systems. I know, but I wait before I have coffee, before I take any type of nicotine. It's hours after I'm awake. I wait. So it's important to not take the stims as soon as you wake up, not have your phone, to meditate, and to get a quick meal in you before jumping on calls. You jump on calls with an empty stomach, you're more likely to be reactive on your calls, 100%. You're more likely to miss things that the prospect's saying, very key, important things, right? To get frustrated when you hear objections, to get frustrated when your frames are not landing. It's already said this, right? An hour after. Study shows it spikes your cortisol. I'll put another article. Hold up. I'll find another article for you fuckers. Okay, boom, right here, right? This is another medical article, right? Again, from motherfuckers way smarter than us, that is very clearly saying that caffeine spikes your cortisol as soon as you wake up. I feel like most people know this one, right? But
I gotta back my shit up by evidence. I don't know where my camera just went, but bear with me. So I say all this to say, this is where it starts, right? Is when your day begins. Not having your phone with you, meditating, not having coffee or really any stimulants. This is what sets you up for a successful day. In addition to the other stuff that you're going to learn about having, the top winning beliefs, being able to stay ahead of your energy management, being able to overcome ruts, being able to know how to determine a rut, being able to understand the tactical sales shit and how to implement it, what to listen for. It all stems from you having a healthy foundation. Take this serious, guys. Do not skip this.
So now you know the process to regulating my nervous system and showing up chill as fuck on my calls, the meditating, the mindset work, and how it all compounds to create unstoppable momentum. Now, if you want to learn more about how I got here, click this video on the next screen to watch a full podcast of my entire story from dishwasher all the way up to 30K a month in commission. And if you want to fast track that process for yourself and have the confidence to stay chill on your calls because you know exactly where you're taking the conversation, just hit the link below. See if you qualify to work one-on-one. Only do this if you are actively selling on an offer. And as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.